Hello, welcome to Bodyweight. My name is Lauren.
And I'm Ian.
And this is a strength and swings workout where we take our kettlebells and we use them to get stronger.
Yeah.
This is week number 3. We've been progressing our single arm swings, our cleans, and our squats. We'll put that together in some more combos tonight. And as always, we have some get-ups along the way. We'll get started with the body weight warm-up, and then we'll get to that kettlebell. Let's get started.
And that's my cue for the bodyweight warm-up, including the head neck and then those shoulder or T-spine rotations. So let's start the head neck, and with the hands at your sides or just lightly clasped behind your back, start with a very gentle chin tuck, looking down towards the sternum or the floor. Then across the sternum, the clavicle towards the shoulder, and then look up the wall to the center point, and then reach the crown high as you then flex or round on the neck a little bit down low. Repeat the other way, from rounding forward to rotating to the side, up the wall towards the ceiling in the middle, and then return the crown head high and your eyes on the horizon. Now pull down on the neck, meaning the chin goes just gently up, and from that extension, we'll do the rotation to the side, then a chin tuck, then moving across that clavicle or collarbone to the middle, and we'll finally pull down in the middle to go up, and then rotate the other direction, nod down the wall to the side, find the middle, and return to that center position. Now with the hands across the body, let's do the same thing through that rib cage. So lightly squeeze those shoulder blades together, initiate with a little bit of a chin tuck, and then go up and over in that flexion shape of the spine. Then we'll rotate, incorporate a side bend to the back corner, lift up and over to the middle, and then continue to go up and over to flex forward, and then rotate and side bend, and up and over in that extension, and then return to the middle facing forward. Now pull down on those abs as we extend up. We'll rotate to a diagonal, bend on that diagonal, and then a rounding shape all the way back to the front. Pull those abs down to continue that extension up, and the final rotation to the other corner, a side bend there, a circle shape back to front, and continue to brace that shield as you remain tall, just like in the squat and just like in the swing. Let's get to the floor, incorporating some knee bends here as you incorporate those knees over toes. Let's press those hips forward, heavy on the toes, cramping at the glutes, and repeating. Softening knees and ankles or bending, and then pressing through, finishing nice and tall. This time as we get down, get as low as you can on those flat feet, then the heels can lift up to help us get low, and place the knees down and push the hips through. And let's just stay on those knees for just 1 second. With the hands at your sides, palms facing forward, light effort, do your biceps curl, and then close your fists. Are those knuckles reaching towards the ceiling? That's where we hope to have them holding our kettlebell as well. And shrug up. We'll wear those shoulders like that in our handstand clasp, but when it comes time for kettlebells, we'll pull those armpits down. Now light effort, pull down on those armpits as you reach those arms towards overhead, keeping them as straight in line with the ears as we can. And then find your armpits and groove that imaginary pull, chin up or a kettlebell press back to that rack position. Repeat one more time with our shrug up, but consider pulling those armpits down as you go overhead, and groove that press as we keep the rib cage down and the arms are going towards that straight line overhead. Shrug up just once, and then pull those armpits down and continue to create tension as you pull back to this rack position. Imagine yourself with a kettlebell there, and then extend on the elbows, finishing with the fingers and a little bit of a shake. One more thing for me, and then we're back to Lauren for some hips. This time, let's go fingers, calluses, full hands on the floor, and let's hover the knees in a bear hover position. From there, let's squeeze the shoulder blades together, retraction, elevate, and then push the blades away from the spine, meaning protraction, pull down, back together. One more time, retract, elevate, protract, pushing in the floor.
You have to talk faster.
And then pull them down, and then retract, push the ground away. Again, let the shoulder blades go a little bit everywhere, but keep them together nice and strong in our kettlebell lifts.
Did you go both ways? Oh, okay.
Your turn. Moving those hips on.
Okay, hip time. Let's get ourselves in that lunge position because as usual, we'll be doing some get-ups. So in that lunge position, we have our front shin vertical, our back hips extended. Our punch is nice and level here in the hips, and our rib cage is over top. Now, I want you to gently push forward and back on the floor. And as you do that, keep that back hip extended. As you push forward and back, pretend to hover this back knee up off the floor. Pretend. So there's less weight on this back leg here as you're pushing down here and pushing back there, but you should feel so lots of work trying to keep that hip extended for 3, 2, and then relax. Whew, that was fun. So much fun. We're going to do it again. So push down with that front leg, extend the back hip forward. You're almost hovering the knee. You feel the underside of that front leg working for 3, the butt cheek 2, and then relax. Whew. Great. Take that leg, open it up to the side in that heel toe position for a get up. Then take the same arm across the body, rotate the head towards that knee, and then follow with the torso. Hinge on the hip so your hand finds the floor, and then stack your shoulders on top. Next, we'll take our head and look at the floor, and then we'll rotate our shoulders closed. Once we're down here, let's now try to flex and round the spine. So right now, try to keep the shoulder blades together as you curl or round or become an angry cat. But try to do that with your spine and not just your shoulder blades. Keep your knee pushing out to the side. Breathe, then get long again through the spine. Rotate the head open, and then rotate the torso open. Press the floor away to extend, head to center, torso to center, leg to center. Bring underneath, switch legs. Vertical shin, horizontal, bowl of punch. Back hip extended. Push down with front leg, extend back hip, push forward and back so much, you almost hover this back knee off the floor. It's like 1% away from lifting. Keeping it extended, pushing down with the front leg. Extended for 3, 2, and then relax. Whew, so good. We did it twice. So push forward and back. Keep the hip extended as you drive down to almost lift off, and then relax. Heel toe the leg open to the side. Arm across chest. Head rotates. Torso rotates. Hip hinge. Hand finds floor. Stack shoulders. Head looks down and hand on the floor. Torso rotates closed. Try to keep the shoulder blades together as you flex and round through the spine. Good breathing, keeping the knee to the side. Get curled up a bit and then get long. Rotate the head open. Rotate the torso. Press the hand away. Head to center. Torso to center. Leg to center. And let's stay down here because we're going to introduce a new kettlebell move to warm up those shoulders and some core here. Oh, that's a lie. We're going to do this from standing first. So tuck our toes. Stay tuned. Rock yourself back. Press to tall. We're going to introduce that new kettlebell move first time from standing, and then we'll get to that tall kneel position. So today we're going to get into some halos. We'll stand behind our bell, feet in about our hip width, our squat stance, so it might be slightly wider than your hips, and we'll pull ourselves down here. Let's take the overhand grip, curl the bell up, and then up to tall. From here, we're taking the bell to an ear, to the back of the head, to an ear, to the front. Same for 2 more. As we're standing here, our cheeks are squeezed, our core is braced. The bell and our arms and our shoulders are moving, switch directions, but the rest of our body is staying nice and stable. The bell is moving around our head as we have stability through the rest of our body. 1 more time in this direction. Return it to center. Step. Use your squat to place it back on the floor. Let it go. Stand up without.
And from the halo, we're getting into the one-arm swing. One-arm swings precede those cleans. We'll work on that bottom up in just a second. So working on that one-arm swing. Let's do it together, and we'll do the hike, the stop, and 3 consecutive swings. So a single hand on the bell, hike it to the groin and then park. A hike followed by a swing, and a park. Let's do that one again. So it's out to the front in that stop variation. And now 3 repetitions. 1, 2, and 3, followed by the park. Slide over, and same thing then, other side. Single hike, 1. Now a stop swing, which is 1 unique swing, parked it, repeating. That's 2. And then to do that 1 more time for 3 in a row. Shields of abs on always. Park it, come up, and now another upper body movement.
Good. Okay, this time we're going to get back down into that halo from our tall kneel position. So let's take that bell, give ourselves a little bit of room, and come down via our toe squat. So knees will bend, heels will peel up, soft landing, extended hips. We're going to try performing our halo from this activity, or this stance. Try to keep your hips forward this whole time, and cage on top, just like you're at the top of your swing. We'll use our hinge to pick the bell up, pull it into that upside down position, hips forward, cage down. Ear, back of head, ear, front. Let's switch directions. Alternating ways here. Trying to move the bell around your head, not your head around the bell. For 4 to 6 total. We have about 1 more each side. Breathing. And then bringing it back to center. Use your hinge to put it down. Tuck the toes, rock yourself back, press through to toe.
And from the stop swing variations there with the long arm, it's going to be the very same progression for our clean. So hike it to the groin just once, and then up into that rack position. 1 hike, 2 stops, and 3 consecutive cleans. So from the ground, it's the hike and a park, and then zip it up the body, punching through that kettlebell, returning and repeating. Zip up, return to the ground, and now 3 in a row, where it goes from the rack to the back to the rack, out the back, into the rack, and then returning it to the floor. Same thing, other side. A hike and a park. Root those toes as we clean it up, and then return it to the floor. We'll clean it up again, and return it to the floor. And now 3 in a row, where it goes from the rack, out the back to the rack, out the back to the rack, and then right back to that park position on the floor. And if there was 1 more move to play with that kettlebell, Lauren, what should it be? The bottom up.
Okay, the bottom up activity here. So we'll start behind our kettlebell with it in that parallel position. We're going to push some weight straight down into that handle. So use your hinge, grip close to the pinky side, but not on the corner. Push some weight straight down so you have a nice stacked shoulder, elbow, wrist, not this way and not that way, just right. Then from here, we'll tip it back. We'll swing through, have the other hand ready, upside down. First, just find stability, driving through that pinky side. Breathing, we're using those rotators, we're using those stabilizers. We're keeping the cheeks braced, the abs braced, the butt cheeks squeezed for 3, 2, tight to the body, through park. Stand up, shake it out, repeat on the other side. It's a hip hinge. Push weight straight down. Swing through, upside down, other hands ready as needed. Breathing, trying to find that stability. Keeping the shoulder retracted but the elbow out front. Butts and abs for 3, 2, tight to the body, park bell. Whew. In between that, let's warm up our 2-legged squat. So stepping your feet into your squat stance here, even just getting just behind that bell, we'll pull ourselves down into our low squat. We'll quarter turn that bell if it was facing differently and curl it up into our goblet. Now, could you gently pry open one knee or leg or femur, whatever you'd like to call it, but keep that foot heavy on the floor, and then back to center. And pry open the other side, keeping the chest lifted and back to center. Now push double out on both knees. Elbows are driving open, legs are pushing down and away. Extend the arms to place the bell down, and then gently stand up without.
Feeling warmed up and ready for our favorite move, that get up. Today, let's do one set of get ups for 2 repetitions. So right away, let's get ourselves under that kettlebell and go through those phases. And if you're brand new to this workout, perhaps get a very light bell or even your body weight as you pattern those movements, Lauren.
All right, cuddle, roll, and press. So 2 get ups here, with or without your kettlebell, to the elbow, to the hand, bridge sweep, press through, lunge up, and then reverse the moves back down. As you step to open, rotate under that bell, sweep, elbow. Once we return to our back, keep the bell up, and let's do it all again. To the elbow again, to the hand, the bridge sweep, push through, extend, press to tall, and one more get up pattern to find our way to the floor. Take your time as you sweep, elbow, and back. 2 hands to pull the bell down, returning it to the floor, and we'll repeat 2 more on the other side to get 4 get-ups under our belt here today.
So cuddle, get a nice firm grip with knuckles facing to the ceiling, and that 2-handed press followed by the hip drive. The tall sit, the bridge sweep, press the floor away, square up the lunge, tall stand with the power of those glutes and abs, and drop down in the lunge, open to the side. Hinge next, sweep through, elbow, and stiff like a plank to the ground. As allowed, stay loaded and repeat with a hip drive, tall sit, sweep, press the floor, find your strong lunge position, stand tall, and drop down. Quiet, because that means efficient. As we sweep through, that meant to say sweep through, finding elbow, and returning to the ground. Whew. No hands up, as usual as well. 2 get-ups each side under our belt, and where do we go from here?
So last week we worked on a little combo, swing, clean, squat. And the other thing we worked on was that hand-to-hand switch. So before we get started in today's combo, I'd like to do a couple overhand switches just to get used to that again, followed by some cleans with some switches. So round 1 here, just a little warm up. We'll do 3 swings on each side, so 6 total. Swing, switch hand, swing, switch hand, swing, switch hand. So anytime the bell's out front, we're gonna switch hands. So if you wanna call that a half swing, you can get technical. But let's hinge back, pull, swing, switch, pull, switch, pull, switch. Keep your breathing as your hips drive through. And I definitely can't count these reps, so we'll park the bell now.
Nice.
Not counting regular was hard. Next time, we're going to do a clean to the rack, through, switch out front. Clean to rack, through, switch out front. Let's go for 4 or 2 each side. Here we go. So clean to rack, through, switch out front. Clean to rack, through, switch out front. 2 more. Zip, through, switch, zip, through, switch or park, and place down.
Nice.
Ooh.
Efficient hand-to-hand switches saves us a little bit of time, but also makes it a little bit harder because we don't get to rest in that park position. So it's a little bit of the benefit of both worlds right there.
Excellent. So now today's combo, swing, clean, squat, swing, clean, squat. Switch hands, swing, clean, squat. We're gonna start with 1s. Then today's, instead of doing swing, swing, clean, clean, squat, squat, we're going to do the combo twice. Swing, clean, squat, switch sides. Yep, pretty sure that's right. Okay, team Ian starts, swing, clean, squat, first side. Either you're going with team Ian or you're going with me, but let's rest when opposing persons. Just pick one of us, follow along. Good, clean, and then squat. With that slight adjustment when we squat from that hinge position. And Team Lauren.
That slight adjustment pertains to a couple different things, perhaps where that elbow is on the squat, but also that slight stance adjustment. Feel free to turn out from that squat and find the position just for you as that second team goes swing, clean, squat, park. Now we'll be doing the same thing.
But
Call it out.
2 rounds. So first side, swing, clean, squat. Now do it again, same arm. Swing, clean, nice, squat. Good. Change arms, swing out front, clean to rack. Keep it tight to the body. Good. One last time. That's 4 total. Working on that grip, working on that endurance. Whoa, getting so strong.
Previous semester, we were both using slightly heavier kettlebells. So now working on more of that endurance piece, we've dropped down that kettlebell to maintain the integrity of the lifts and to increase that demand on the heart rate. So swing, clean, squat. That's been twice, and now it's on that other side. A swing out front, a clean to the rack, and a squats position. Like Lauren did, make sure you have the other hand at the ready, just in case. Swing, clean, squat.
I got excited
and return.
To swing again.
I'm gonna start with that other side as we get that number 3 going.
So team me in here for combo number 3. 3 rounds of swing, clean, and then squat. Repeating each time. Strong exhale as the hip drives through. Tight at the top. Always extend your hips at the top of that squat too. Don't finish your squat back here. All the way through to tally tall. Switching hands out front, that overhand switch, and repeating the 3 routines on the other side. 2 more rounds here. Feet are planted. Off arm is coming with you. In that squat position, it might be in the rack, it might be out to the side, whatever feels comfortable, but it does have a little purpose there. So bring it along.
Ooh, slow down that breath when you're done, but match your breathing as Lauren is. It's a breath in as it's in the hike and a hop as it's out front. A breath in on the down phase of the squat, followed by that nice strong tension on the core up. If you're with me, let's slow things down maybe for 4 seconds in as I breathe out for about 4 seconds and repeat nice and slow on the breath in for the rest, but always match your breath with those movements with that kettlebell. I am excited and nervous for this next set. We're gonna wait for Lauren to finish and then she'll tell us what's gonna go on from there.
All right, placing that pedal down. Shaking out that tension. Time for what?
One more like that.
We talked about something different, so.
And then one more of that one. Let's do
you
one
want to
more.
do, what's one more? 4s? 3s?
Ooh, your call, 3 or 4.
I think, I heard the number 4.
Hulk Hogan says 4? Okay,
4.
here we go.
So
swing.
4 rounds on each side here. If 4 is too many, do 3. 3 is too many, do 2. 2 is many, do 1. 1's too many, sit on the floor and watch. Good. Practice your breathing if you're doing that. We have, I don't know how many more rounds, but 4. Good. So we're hand-to-hand switch, and then 4 more times. Do you count that as a swing?
I didn't, but I did. Swing.
Clean. Squat. I didn't count it as a swing. I counted it as a switch. It's like its own move.
It's like Lauren has eyes in the back of her head. One more time, swing.
You can see and hear everything. 4 total.
That's it. That's 4 for us. In slow with the breath and out even slower as allowed. And let's make sure that Team Lauren doesn't cheat those repetitions either. They never would. They never would. But it is hard to make sure your technique is strong, your breathing is matched, and you're doing the correct numbers of reps. So err on the side of safety. If you're halfway between a swing, finish it. Make sure that you don't let up halfway between. That's where the injuries might start to happen. So that's 4 on the one side, and now this is that first round of swing, clean, and squat. That's 1 round, so here we go again. I think today my arm was out front for both the swings. Feel free to find that nice strong rack position with the other hand, or it might keep yourself nice and centered with the other arm out front. Whew. Team Ian, we get nice rests, because when we're done this, we're gonna do that one more time together. We'll be taking 1 swing, 1 clean, 1 squat, followed by one press overhead, and ultimately doing the get up, down, and then right back up to standing. When Lauren gives us the green light, we're ready to go.
I'm ready.
Okay.
So with that bell up front, swing, clean, squat, press. A squat stands up, and then there's a press. None of the squat to press thruster business here. First side, hinge, pull, swing, clean, full squat, full stand, adjust, press, then full get up, down, all the way to the floor underneath that bell. Pressing the elbow as you get to your back, and then returning elbow, hand, bridge sweep, press through, rotation, tall, pull down, through, and park. Woo. Nice, take a second. Big breath in, big breath out. Second side. Swing, clean, squat, adjust, press, get up, down, lunge, open, hinge, sweep, elbow, back, elbow, pull, hand, sweep, press through, lunge to tall. Belt pulls down, through park. Whew. Let's finish with our little breathing drill. So nice breath in, and an exhale, and a breath in, and an exhale. Repeat 360 degrees. Inhale, expand, and exhale, and expand, and exhale. But relax those collarbones and expand through center body. And exhale. And now inhale. And hold. And exhale. And hold. And inhale. And hold. And exhale. And hold. And inhale. Whew. Well, that was quite the combo tonight.
Combination. Love it. This has been episode 3. So join us next week on Tuesdays live or in the archive for session number 4, which will add on to these themes of our swings, our cleans, our squats, and of course, the get-ups. But until then, on Thursday, we work on kettlebell presses. We didn't do our set of push-ups today.
Oh, we have enough time.
Guess you'll have to join. Oh, yeah, push-ups. All right.
Surprise, surprise.
How many push-ups?
5 to 10.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, 1 to 10, I should say. 1 to 10, really awesome, really good. Head stays in line with shoulder. Shoulder stays in line with butt. Abs are braced. Use your butts and your abs like you would to press. Here we go. Pulling ourselves down, pushing away. Pulling ourselves down, pushing away. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Always a surprise as you work out with us at Bars and Bells. As I was saying on Thursday, on the other side, it's time to plie, squat mobility, and press those kettlebells overhead. We are both using slightly heavier weights for that practice, as it's a little bit less demanding on our endurance, but more important for our strength. Saturdays, Lauren, to round out the week.
Saturdays, we play with our body weight, where we progress our crawls, our rolls, our single leg squats, and work towards our handstands. It's been a great time so far. We have 8 weeks in the semester. We're in week 3, so join us. Archived classes are there in the archive. Future classes are in the future. Join us every week. And until then, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Check out our website and Patreon. And until next time, take care.
Stay strong.
And let's train soon.
Have a good day.
Goodbye.